Now using the D series bridge, we are going to estimate the value of capacitor C1 by measuring the R2. It is similar to the Maxwell bridge. Now the two resistors are replaced by the capacitor C1 and C3, and using the balancing condition, that is the C3 upon C1 is equal to R2 upon R4, we are going to measure the value of C1. For that purpose, using the same AC bridge circuit, we have to do the connections. Like I have connected A to C1, so this is the terminal A which is connected to C1. Then we have to connected B to C3, so now B is connected to C3, B is connected to C3, and then terminal C to R4. So you can see this is the terminal C which is connected to R4, and we have to measure the R2 between T1 and T2 by balancing the bridge. Now when we have to balance the bridge, the procedure is similar as we have seen earlier. Both the switches SW1 and SW2, I am keeping it on position and trying to balance the bridge so that this voltage should be near to 0. Now this is on the AC millivolt. So if you see, I disturb this balance, it is increasing on this side, on another side also it is increasing. So you have to find out the correct position so that the deflection at the output is around 0 millivolt. So still it is decreasing. Now it is increasing. So it is around 0.006 volt, that means 6 millivolt. So it is balanced. After balancing, you have to switch off this S1 and S2 and then measure the R3 on this R2 on this multimeter. You can see the value of R2 in between T1 and T2. So it is around 229 ohm. 0.229 kilo ohm means 0.229 kilo ohm means 229 kilo ohm. The typical value which is provided in the sheet, it is around 222 ohm. So we are near to that. So similarly, you can do connect the C to R4 dash. That means I am changing the R4 with the R4 dash. Then I am changing C3 by C3 dash. So you have to remove the connection from here, connect it to A. You have to connect the C to R4 dash. This is the R4 dash, so I have to remove from here and put it here. Then you have to remove B. So B is connected to C3. Now I have to connect it to C3 dash. Okay, so C3 dash is next to it. So here is the C3 dash. That means I am changing the value of C3, changing the value of resistance R2. Okay, R4, and trying to measure the R2. So same procedure you can repeat. The typical values are given in the sheet. So similar to first reading, we will get the all readings, and capacitor C1, C1 dash and C1 double dash we can estimate, and you will observe that these values are near to the standard value, that is the capacitance value. Only care you have to take that when you are balancing the bridge, this should be disconnected. Okay, and switches should be in the on position. So this is given in the procedure in detail. So while you are going to measure, you have to see that you are properly balancing the bridge so that you will get the correct value of R2, and from that you can estimate the unknown inductor in Maxwell bridge and unknown capacitor in the Sauty's bridge.